tuning into the Encountered Culture.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counterculture, it's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you the Skrull Queen Super Skrull 2-pack. So let's get into it. Alright, so on the front of the box we do get the renderings of each figure. You have the Skrull Queen and the Super Skrull. Flip it to the side, we do get some nice comic book art. This looks pretty cool. I'm digging what they've done here on the side. Flip it to the reverse, you get what's in the box. So you have the Skrull Queen with the alternate head for Spiderwoman, the accessories, extra pair of hands, extra set of web flaps, and the extra head. And then for the Super Skrull, you do get an extra set of arms. Flip it to this side, and you have some more renderings. Alright, fresh out the box, we can see what they both look like here. So they do come a little jangled. You gotta definitely get them into position. That's nothing new, you know, figure by figure. It depends what they look like coming out of the box. She does come out with the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman head on. So that's how she's going to come out of the box. You do have to put the web wings on. They are a little bit tricky to get on at first, but once you get them on, she looks great. This is probably what a lot of people are ordering this pack for, myself included. So I am looking forward to getting her into the display. But let's get into each of these figures. Alright, so you do get the Super Skrull coming right out of the box. You do get an extra set of hands here, so an extra right and an extra left. So it really depends on how you want to display them, what you're going to do. You guys let me know what you're thinking. I'll show you what I'm going to do once you get to the end of the video and see them in the display. I will tell you, once you get them out of the box, the cape is rather loose. You can see, I mean, it just comes off and on very easily. It does have the peg in the back, so you can plug it in, but it does sit on there rather loose. I know some of you are fans of cloth goods. I myself, I've said it before, I'll say it again, not the biggest fan of cloth goods on my action figures, so I'm okay with it. I would like it to be probably a little bit sturdier on there, but I think once I get into position, I won't have any troubles with it falling off. As far as the face sculpt goes, I think it looks pretty nice. He's got a nice mean mug going on, so not angry at that at all. You do see the paint apps on here seem pretty clean. I don't see any dings in the bolts there. Cape looks okay. Not a lot going on. I mean, it's two colors. Everything seems to be all right. Articulation wise, fairly basic. Mine is definitely gummy, so I don't know you guys how yours is going to be. It seems to be like 50-50 right now with figures coming out. Some have some really nice joints. Others have some pretty gummy joints. So I won't go into the full articulation because we have seen this before. This is reuse from the Super Skrull BAF. But like I said, definitely some gummy joints coming out of the box. For the Skrull Queen / Spider-Woman, you do see she looks nice coming out of the box. Very similar to the original release you'll see here. So not a ton of difference. I mean, I'll go closer up here in a moment. But as far as accessories, you do get the Skrull Queen head. I think that looks pretty good. So hopefully we get some more Skrulls down the line. I mean, we got the Army Builders, we got the BAF. There are some of the older ones. But I'm always happy to build up an army, so looking forward to see what's down the line there. You do get the smaller wing effects, and then you do get these hand effects that we've seen before, most recently with the Storm from the 3-pack. Up close, you can see the paint details here. Everything looks pretty good on mine. I don't see any major issues in the yellow, so that's good. The face sculpt looks pretty awesome. Lots of sculpting in there, so that is nice. A couple of mold defects on the back of the arms. Other than that, though, I mean, I'm pumped to have a classic looking Spider-Woman now for the display. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this Skrull Queen thing, if I have to buy another pack and then go from there. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. As far as articulation goes, pretty standard for female character. She doesn't have the heels though, so she has nice flat feet, so she stands very well. So I like that. Not as gummy as the Super Skrull, but a little gummy. Elbows move pretty well. Like I said, these were just a little tricky. Once you figure out how they're supposed to sit in, you'll be just fine. But just take a moment with those, and then all in all, I'm good with this. I'm happy to add her. Here we can see what they each look like with both of their respective parts that they come with. So I do have the specialized arms on the Super Skrull here, so you can see what those look like, and then on the Skrull Queen you can see what the Skrull Queen face looks like, as well as the minimized web effects underneath and the powered up hands. So the effects look good. I think the Skrull Queen looks good. If that's how people are going to display her, I think it's going to look great. It is making me like really consider buying a second pack just so I can have both. I never got the older Spider-Woman figure, just some of the variants of Spider-Woman. So it may be in the cards. We'll see how it goes down the road, but here you go. You get a chance to see what they each look like with all of their changed out parts. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's talk about it. For the size comparison, I do have her next to Spinnerette here, so you can see how she will stand. About average female figure height. So as far as your Legends display goes, she'll fit in just nicely wherever you're going to put her. So if you have her as the Skrull Queen, as Spider-Woman, in whatever shelf you're going to have her, she's going to look nice. For the Super Skrull, you can see this Super Skrull backed up against the Build-A-Figure from that Fantastic Four wave. You'll notice that this Super Skrull is slightly taller than the Build-A-Figure. I thought they would be very much the same in height, but the new Super Skrull is slightly larger. You can see some of the same effects. That's definitely reused effects there. But, I mean, look, this is going to look good. So I'm going to have him in the display with the rest of the Skrulls. I got no problems with this, how it's going to look in the display. You guys let me know what you think about this. If you prefer the Build-A-Figure, it doesn't matter. You're going to have both. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I have my complaints about some of the things on this, but some of the things that do stand out, definitely the head sculpt, and the paint looks very clean. There you have it. There is your Skrull Queen Super Skrull 2-pack from Marvel Legends. Brand new. Just got it in today. Very excited to be able to do this. Hopefully this will help you make a decision on whether you want to get this pack or not. I know for me, the seller was definitely being able to get a classic costume Spider-Woman because I did miss out on the older release. So that was the win for me. I'll figure out what I'm going to do about the Skrull Queen later. For now, that head will just get popped on somebody else and I will make it work because that's what I'm going to do. For those of you who are just looking for the Super Skrull, I think you'll be just happy with it. There were a couple of complaints about the gumminess, but that can be situated. The reuse I won't even bother talking about because we get the reuse, it happens. And that's not even the biggest issue with Marvel Legends, right? Like as long as it's a nice figure, the figure's good, I'm happy. I'm always happy to add a new figure character to the collection, to the display. So overall, I'm happy about this. I don't have a lot to complain about. So I am excited to get this, excited to add it to the display. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by and checking out the video. As always, if you are over on Whatnot or you are on Instagram, please feel free to head over there and check it out as well. But until next time, take it easy.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counterculture in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.